It's so odd that in a week I'm going to be heading home for Christmas, and yet this is the weather out in Oregon right now. December 13th, and it's like, what, 58 degrees? I'm up by Hasita Head again, and yeah, the ocean's nice and blue, pretty calm. There's about a dozen boats that I can see out on the water today. No whales yet, but it is just a gorgeous day. I mean, it might as well be July, like the last time I came out here. It's just same temperatures, right around 60 degrees. But I'll be heading home for Christmas in about a week. Decided I'd pop up here for a little bit. And when I do leave, not tomorrow, but the following Sunday, I'm gonna take the long drive up the coast, hopefully. There's been some landslides up there, but I'll have to double check my route and make sure that I'm not gonna get caught up in any of that. But yeah, it'll be a nice little road trip before I head back home again. It's so crazy to me that lighthouse keepers used to just live in this house, have that view every day. Well, maybe if the sun blocked it a little bit, but still, such an amazing view. I'd have to head up there for work. Granted, I'm not one to really talk because I got to work on a mountain for 3 summers, but I mean, objectively, the house is nicer. That's a lot better than what I was living in. I was basically living in that, except I had to spin around instead of a lens. I always love this section of 101 coming south from Hasita Head. It's just such a good view of not only the ocean, but the opening of the dune expanse here. It's just so pretty. I always forget to stop at the right pullouts here. There's like 7 of them that just kind of skip along this edge here, but I always forget to stop. It's so cool just to see these uninterrupted dunes. You can see how they're just covered in vegetation. They don't get bothered a whole lot. There's not really any trails out here. There's definitely no SUVs or off-road vehicles over here. They can just kind of be what they're supposed to be. I really wish we had more of this kind of stuff in Michigan. So this is the first time I've ever stopped out here. This is the Holman Vista. There's another name, but it's over by the Sutton campground. There's like all these windswept pines here. Or actually, I think these are Sitka spruce, but anyway, all windswept trees. And it goes into the brushes by the river. And then that's over by US 101 when I was coming down looking at the dunes. That one building on the very edge there, that's the Sea Lion Caves building. And these are the dunes that I was looking at. And just beyond those is the Pacific. I was hoping for a view of the ocean itself, but I actually kind of like this more. You can hear it, but it's nice and secluded. Glad I stopped out here. So it's only a couple days until I head out for my trip home for Christmas. Checking out the elk right now. Something I did that I didn't record is I put a bunch of my old stickers on my cargo carrier. I should have recorded it right after because I'm pretty sure I just saw one fly off earlier, and I did my last count and I'm missing 3. I had a Crazy Horse one there, I had a Devil's Tower one there, and I had my actual Bryce Canyon sticker there. So that's really cool that these have been on for like 3 days and 3 of them have already ripped off in the wind. So that's a bummer, but at least I can console myself by hanging out with the elk for a little bit. Well, I had originally given up the search. I stopped further back on the road to try and look for it, and I couldn't find anything. And then I saw that there was a rainbow currently going over the Umpqua River. I don't think I'm gonna have a good viewpoint of it. But I wanted to stop and get a shot of it. Might as well, I'm out here already. And then I stopped, sorry Hawk. And then I found this sitting on the side of the road. That's my Bryce Canyon sticker. So I got one back. Probably not gonna be able to stick it back on the car, but thought it was pretty funny. Rainbow's kinda peeking through the trees there. Maybe you can see it, hopefully. But yeah, that worked out pretty well. Rainbow's back. Oh, good Lord. Look how bright that is. My word. That is ridiculous. Straight down, oh, there's a double. Straight down into the Umpqua. You can even see under the violet there. Wow. That's ridiculous.